Welcome back to our channel. In this video, we reveal some of the most valuable coins in the world. Coins that collectors and investors are willing to pay thousands or even millions for.
Imagine holding a coin so ordinary in appearance, yet so extraordinary in value, it could change the course of your financial destiny overnight. The 1940 no-mint mark Wheat penny might look like a simple relic of history, a tiny copper disc in your pocket. But what if I told you that collectors around the world are willing to pay nearly $1 million for it today? That's right, $989,000 for a coin that thousands of Americans walked past without even a second glance. The fear of missing out is real. Every year, countless rare pennies vanish into private collections, lost forever, while opportunists quietly reap unimaginable wealth. Will this be your moment to step into that world? Or will hesitation cost you a fortune you could have claimed? Now, let's pause for a second. Take a look at your loose change. Don't laugh, but one of those pennies might just be the golden ticket you didn't even know you had. You might be sitting on the very coin that collectors are hunting right now, and if you don't act, someone else will. The story of the 1940 no-mint mark Wheat penny begins in the heart of America during an era when change was just change. The Wheat penny, with its humble design of wheat stalks embracing the coin's edges, was everyday currency, yet it was minted with a precision and care that now makes it exceedingly rare. The absence of a mint mark means it was produced at the Philadelphia Mint, the very heart of American coinage, and in that scarcity lies its power. Every scratch, every shine, every tiny imperfection tells a story of survival through decades of circulation. Collectors don't just buy these pennies. They chase them with relentless passion. Why? Because the 1940 no-mint mark Wheat penny isn't just a coin. It's a legacy. The thought of owning a piece of history that could make you a millionaire, that evokes excitement that you can almost feel in your fingertips. Imagine walking into a room of coin enthusiasts and dropping the fact that you own a penny worth nearly $1 million. Their jaws drop. Eyes widen. And you smile quietly, because you acted while others hesitated. But here's the cliffhanger: not all 1940 Wheat pennies are created equal. Condition matters. Rarity matters. And timing can be everything. There are secret markets, silent auctions, and collectors who won't blink at spending hundreds of thousands if they believe the coin is genuine and pristine. This isn't a game for the passive, it's a race for the vigilant. Now picture this. You hold a 1940 no-mint mark Wheat penny in your hand. It glows with a copper warmth, a simple coin that whispers unimaginable potential. Experts have confirmed its value, the market has set its price, and the demand? Insatiable. Every day, these pennies are being secured by investors and collectors who understand their rarity and significance. Every day, opportunities slip through the fingers of those who waited too long, and here's where the urgency hits. $989,000 isn't just a number. It's proof of how powerful this coin can be in the right hands. The market for rare pennies is exploding, and the window to act is shrinking with every transaction. You could secure a piece of history and wealth simultaneously, or watch as someone else claims what could have been yours. The excitement, the fear, the thrill, it's all part of a journey where fortune favors the decisive. So, here's the question that matters most. Will you walk past a coin worth nearly $1 million without realizing its true potential? Or will you seize it, embrace the wealth, and step into a world where history and fortune converge? The 1940 no-mint mark Wheat penny isn't just a coin. It's your chance to make history, and to write your own legacy. Imagine holding a piece of history so rare, so incredibly valuable, that a single coin in your hand could change your life forever. Today, we're diving into the mysterious world of the 1941 no-mint mark Wheat penny, a coin that isn't just copper and metal, but a golden key to a fortune. Now, before you scroll past, ask yourself, what if that old jar of pennies sitting in your attic or tucked away in your dresser held $998,000 in potential? Yes, nearly $1 million for a coin you may have overlooked. Sounds unbelievable, right? Well, buckle up, because by the end of this video, you might never look at a penny the same way again. You might be thinking, a Wheat penny? Isn't that just another old coin? And that's exactly what makes it so powerful. Hidden in plain sight, The 1941 no-mint mark wheat penny is in extremely high demand among collectors, investors, and enthusiasts who understand its rarity. It's the kind of coin that doesn't just sit in a drawer, it calls for attention, and more importantly, action. Let's step back for a moment. Picture the United States in 1941, an era on the brink of monumental change, with history being forged every day. It was a time when coins like this weren't just currency, they were symbols of a nation's resilience. And now, decades later, the 1941 no-mint mark wheat penny has emerged as a crown jewel for collectors. Its lack of a mint mark, meaning it was struck in Philadelphia, makes it not just rare, but a piece of history almost every serious collector is desperate to acquire. But here's where it gets truly fascinating. Despite being minted in the millions, only a fraction survived in pristine condition. That's why a coin like this today can command an astounding $998,000 in the current market. Imagine walking into an auction and seeing someone bid nearly $1 million for a coin smaller than your fingernail. Goosebumps, right? And yet, there's something almost thrilling about this rarity. It's a treasure hunt disguised as a penny. And here's a question for you. How many everyday pennies in your life could actually hold this kind of secret power? Now, before we dive further, let me hit you with a little twist. Did you know that even subtle differences, like wear, luster, or tiny variations in the design, can mean the difference between an ordinary coin and a life-changing fortune? It's like holding a secret map in your hand, and only those who truly know what to look for can claim the prize. Every scratch-free edge, every clear detail of Abraham Lincoln's profile, adds to its desirability, and the stakes are only rising as more collectors realize what they're missing. Now, let's talk about demand. The 1941 no-mint mark wheat penny isn't just sitting on shelves waiting for buyers. It's being chased by some of the most savvy collectors and investors in the world. If you've ever thought about selling, holding, or even showing this coin, the window to act is shrinking every day. And here's the kicker: if you own one and don't recognize its value, someone else will, and they'll pay nearly $1 million for it. That's not hype, that's reality. You might be wondering, could this really be me? Absolutely. History is full of stories where ordinary people discovered extraordinary wealth in the most unexpected places. And this coin is not just a relic, it's a passport into a world of high-end collectors, exclusive auctions, and the kind of lifestyle most people only dream about. It's thrilling, it's rare, and most importantly, it's yours to recognize. And here's the cliffhanger. In the next segment, I'm going to reveal the single detail most people overlook that can instantly skyrocket your coin's value beyond imagination. Yes, even beyond the $998,000 mark. Stay with me, because if you've ever wanted to unlock the full potential of your rare pennies, this is the secret you cannot afford to miss. Imagine holding in your hand a coin so rare, so powerful, that it could transform a lifetime of dreams into reality with just one glance. A coin that, while small in size, holds a story of history, mystery, and unimaginable value. Today, we're diving deep into the world of the 1944 no-mint mark wheat penny, a treasure so elusive that collectors around the world are willing to pay hundreds of thousands of dollars, with the current market value soaring to $755,000. Yes, you heard that right, $750,000 for a coin that could be hiding in your own collection. Now, I know what you're thinking. $755,000 for a penny? That has to be a joke. But this isn't your ordinary pocket change. The 1944 no-mint mark wheat penny is one of the most sought-after coins in the United States, a golden key to a secret world where history meets wealth. And here's the kicker: many of these coins are sitting unnoticed in jars, drawers, and dusty collections across the country. Could one of them be yours? That question alone is enough to make any collector's heart race. Let's rewind a little. Picture America in 1944, the world at war, the nation united, and pennies like this being minted under extraordinary circumstances. Most pennies from that year were produced in Philadelphia, yet the ones without a mint mark became extraordinarily rare. They were never supposed to be rare, but due to a quirky twist of history, today they are some of the most valuable coins ever struck. And here's a little secret: this rarity, this anomaly, is exactly what makes it so irresistibly valuable. But here's where it gets even more fascinating. Collectors aren't just buying a coin, they're buying a piece of history, a tangible connection to a moment frozen in time. The excitement, the fear of missing out, the sheer adrenaline of knowing you could hold something that thousands would give anything to acquire, that's the power of this wheat penny. Imagine walking into an auction, your heart pounding, knowing that one simple coin could place you among the elite, the wealthy, the collectors who command attention and respect worldwide. And speaking of auctions, let's talk urgency. These pennies don't stay on the market for long. Once a rare 1944 no-mint mark wheat penny surfaces, it's gone almost immediately. Dealers, collectors, and investors circle like hawks, ready to seize the opportunity. If you've ever found an old penny in your pocket change, a forgotten collection, or even inherited a dusty box of coins, now is the time to act. Delay, and someone else could walk away with the fortune that could have been yours. I know, it's hard to imagine a single penny being worth so much. But here's a fun little thought. Next time you find a penny on the sidewalk, don't just pick it up. Pause. What if this one has no mint mark? What if this tiny coin is the key to a life you've always dreamed of? Yes, it's rare. Yes, it's highly coveted. But the possibility, the chance, the sheer thrill of discovery is exactly why collectors across the United States are watching, bidding, and investing with unwavering intensity. And here's something that might shock you: not all pennies from 1944 are equal. The tiniest detail, a missing mint mark, a subtle variation in the design, can mean the difference between an ordinary coin worth a few cents and a rare gem worth hundreds of thousands. This is where knowledge becomes power. Understanding the nuances, recognizing the subtle signs, is the secret that separates casual collectors from the elite few who truly prosper. So, what does this mean for you? It means opportunity. It means that in your hands could lie the chance to step into a world of wealth, prestige, and excitement. But it also means action. The 1944 no-mint mark wheat penny doesn't wait for anyone. History favors the bold, the curious, the ones willing to uncover what others overlook. Could you be holding a fortune without even realizing it? And just when you think you've grasped the value, the story isn't over. There's a twist that even seasoned collectors get excited about. A handful of these coins, struck during a unique period in Philadelphia, have qualities so rare they can exceed the already staggering market value. Imagine that, a penny so small yet so powerful, holding secrets that could redefine your financial future. The excitement is real. The stakes are high. And the possibilities? Limitless. As we close, remember this: the 1944 no-mint mark wheat penny is more than just a coin. It's a symbol of history, wealth, and the thrill of discovery. It's an invitation to dream bigger, to explore further, to act before the chance slips away. The next time you hold a penny in your hand, look closer. Because you never know, it might just be the one that changes everything. Imagine holding a tiny coin in your hand, barely the size of your fingertip, yet worth more than most people earn in a lifetime. Sounds like a fantasy, right? But for a select few, it's reality. Today, we're diving deep into the world of one of the rarest and most sought-after coins in American history, the 1948 no-mint mark wheat penny. A coin that, if you own it in pristine condition, could make you nearly $1 million today, $964,000 to be precise. Yes, nearly $1 million for a single, humble penny. And before you start thinking, that's impossible, stay with me, because what I'm about to reveal will make you rethink every coin you've ever overlooked in your drawer. Now, I know what you're thinking. A penny? Really? And here's where most people make the biggest mistake: they underestimate history hiding in plain sight. But this isn't just any penny. This coin is a relic of post-war America, minted in an era when the country was rebuilding itself, a symbol of resilience, a value that grows over time, just like your own wealth could. And let's face it, who wouldn't want to discover a treasure lying in their pocket change? Let's pause for a moment and picture this. You're at a garage sale, flipping through a box of old coins, when your eyes land on a seemingly ordinary penny. Most people would toss it aside. But you, if you know what to look for, see the golden opportunity hiding in plain sight. The 1948 no-mint mark wheat penny is rare, extremely rare. The absence of a mint mark? That's the magic. It signals scarcity, a feature collectors and investors crave. It's a coin that doesn't just sit in a collection, it commands attention, respect, and yes, extraordinary value. But here's the twist: not all 1948 pennies are created equal. Only those in exceptional condition, with sharp details and flawless surfaces, reach the level of worth we're talking about today. It's a harsh reality that makes the stakes high, because every scratch, every tiny imperfection could mean a loss of hundreds of thousands of dollars. And that's where the fear sets in. Imagine realizing that what you thought was valuable is worth far less than it could be. But don't worry, because I'm going to show you exactly what makes this coin so extraordinary, and why the right one could change your life. Before we go deeper, let's take a brief mental stretch. Picture this: a penny so valuable it could buy you a brand new Tesla. Yes, a single coin, smaller than a paperclip, with the potential to make someone a millionaire. Crazy, right? But it's true. Now, back to reality. Or what passes for reality in the rare coin world. Here's the exciting part. The demand for 1948 no-mint mark wheat pennies has never been higher. Collectors, investors, and treasure hunters are constantly seeking this exact coin, driving prices through the roof. The market doesn't just value rarity, it values history, condition, and scarcity. And with $964,000 on the line for the right coin, it's not just a collectible, it's a life-changing asset. Now, I want you to imagine something even more thrilling. You find one of these coins in your attic, in a long-forgotten jar, tucked away like a hidden gem. What do? Do you sell it, hold it, or let history repeat itself as its value continues to skyrocket? The choice could define your financial future. And here's a little secret the coin world doesn't tell everyone. Most people pass by these treasures every single day. Every coin in circulation could hold the key to extraordinary wealth, if you know how to spot it. Don't let fear or doubt keep you from discovering what might already be in your hands. Why now? You're probably wondering, where do I even start? That's exactly what we'll explore next: how to identify, preserve, and potentially profit from this rare 1948 no-mint mark wheat penny. But here's the cliffhanger: if you think every penny is the same, you're about to see just how wrong most people are, and how one small coin could be the biggest opportunity you'll ever encounter. Have you ever held history in the palm of your hand and wondered if it could change your life forever? Imagine this: a small, seemingly ordinary coin, barely larger than a fingertip, hiding a secret that could be worth nearly $1 million today. I'm talking about the 1951 Wheat Penny, a coin that has captivated collectors, investors, and dreamers alike. But here's the twist: most people don't even know it exists, and those who do often underestimate its extraordinary potential. Yes, a single penny, just 1 cent coin, could transform your wealth in ways you never imagined. Now, before you think, it's just a coin, right? Pause. Picture this: a coin minted in 1951, carrying the Denver Mint mark, survived decades tucked away in drawers, pocketbooks, and dusty jars. Its rarity isn't just about age, it's about scarcity, condition, and the quiet thrill of owning a piece of history that everyone wants but very few can find. Can you feel your pulse quicken just imagining holding such a treasure? Here's where it gets truly fascinating. The 1951 Wheat Penny isn't just collectible, it's a hot commodity. Its current market value? A staggering $976,000. Yes, you heard that right. Nearly $1 million for a coin that fits in the palm of your hand. And here's something that might surprise you: there are countless coins out there that look just like this one, but only a select few carry the exact combination of minting, condition, and historical demand to reach this stratospheric value. Let's talk emotion for a moment. There's an undeniable thrill in knowing that the object you casually passed over at your grandparents' house could be the key to unimaginable wealth. Think about it: someone else, maybe even a friend or neighbor, might be sitting on a similar treasure right now, completely unaware. Scary, isn't it? But exciting too, because the opportunity is real, and the clock is ticking. Every moment you wait, another collector or investor might snap it up before you even know it existed. And while we're on the subject of rarity, let me ask you a question. If you discovered this coin tucked away in a dusty jar in your attic, would you recognize it, or would it slip through your fingers like so many opportunities before? Don't worry, I've got you covered. But first, let's delve into what makes this penny not just valuable, but highly coveted by the wealthiest collectors in the world. The sharp details, the perfect strike of the Denver Mint, the unmistakable wheat ears on the reverse. It's more than a coin. It's a piece of art, history, and financial potential all rolled into one. Here's the secret that separates dreamers from those who take action. Demand is at an all-time high, and the supply is, by nature, finite. Every 1951 Wheat penny in exceptional condition is a golden ticket. Those who recognize its potential early are the ones writing life-changing checks, investing in their legacy, and securing their place in history. And this isn't just about money, it's about timing, strategy, and the power of informed decisions. Now, imagine the scenario: one coin, one opportunity, one moment that could turn an ordinary life into a story of extraordinary success. This is why collectors fight tooth and nail for even a single mint-condition penny. It's not just rare, it's in demand, and those who act decisively are the ones who profit immensely. And here's a little twist to keep you smiling while thinking about your own treasure hunt. Wouldn't it be ironic if the coin you were passing around for decades ended up being the very one that makes you a millionaire? Life has a funny way of rewarding those who notice the details others overlook. So, here's the cliffhanger that keeps even seasoned collectors on the edge of their seats. Will you be the one to recognize the value before it's too late? Or will this opportunity pass quietly into someone else's hands, leaving you to wonder, what if? One thing is certain: the 1951 Wheat penny is not just a coin, it's a revolution in miniature form. And the question now is, are you ready to step into the world of the elite, where history, wealth, and vision collide in the palm of your hand? Imagine holding a coin in your hand that could change the trajectory of your life. Not just any coin, one so rare, so highly sought after, that collectors across the nation would pay hundreds of thousands, even millions, just to make it theirs. Yes, we're talking about the legendary 1952 no-mint mark Wheat penny. But here's the twist. Most people pass by this tiny piece of history every day, never realizing the fortune hidden in plain sight. Could it be sitting in your drawer right now? The fear of missing out on a life-changing opportunity is real, and it's knocking at your door. Before we dive deeper, let me ask you this. Have you ever wondered how a humble penny, something most of us toss without a second thought, could be worth $763,000 today? Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll not only understand its immense value, but you might just find yourself reaching for your old coin jar with renewed urgency. The story of the 1952 no-mint mark Wheat penny begins in the post-war era, when America was bustling with growth, optimism, and dreams of prosperity. Yet, this coin was never meant to make headlines. It quietly slipped into circulation, virtually unnoticed. Its true worth remained hidden for decades, until the rarest specimens began surfacing, shaking the numismatic world. Collectors went into a frenzy as auction houses discovered the astonishing scarcity of this particular minting. And here's where it gets exciting. Only a handful exist today in pristine condition, making it an absolute treasure for serious collectors and investors alike. Now, let's pause for a second. Imagine your next-door neighbor casually mentioning they found some old coins in their attic. You don't want to be the one who shrugs, thinking, it's just old pennies, only to learn later that they just stumbled upon a six-figure fortune. Funny, right? But in reality, it's exactly what's happening every day across the country. The 1952 no-mint mark Wheat penny isn't just a coin, it's a golden ticket into a world of financial prestige and legacy. And speaking of legacy, these coins carry a story that connects generations. Every scratch, every mark, every patina tells a tale of history, American history, and owning one is like holding a piece of the nation's soul. It's rare. It's powerful. And it's in demand. Collectors are no longer just buying coins, they're securing a legacy, and that creates urgency. Because let's be honest, the longer you wait, the harder it gets to find one in pristine condition. So, here's the question that matters most. What would you do if you found a 1952 no mint mark wheat penny in perfect condition today? Would you keep it as a historic treasure, or would you seize the opportunity to transform your financial future? The current market value? An astounding $763,000. And with demand soaring among collectors, experts warn that prices could climb even higher. Every day, coins like this are vanishing from the market, sold in secret auctions or private collections, leaving only memories behind for those who hesitated. Here's the cliffhanger. In the next few minutes, people like you will either discover their fortune or let it slip away, all because they didn't act fast enough. But you? You have the power to take action today. Look through your old collections, check your drawers, and examine every coin carefully. That tiny, unassuming penny could be more valuable than your wildest dreams. And if you think it's just luck, think again. This is a coin that commands attention, respect, and incredible value. The excitement is real, the opportunity is now, and the market is hotter than ever. If you want to live a lifestyle where rarity and wealth intersect, the 1952 no mint mark wheat penny is your golden doorway. But remember, fortune favors the bold, the vigilant, and the informed. Could this penny be your next step toward financial freedom? Only time will tell, but don't let it slip away. Imagine holding in your hand a coin minted over 6 decades ago, a piece of history that could transform your financial future overnight. You might think it's just a penny, but what if I told you that a single 1955 mint mark wheat penny, one of the rarest and most sought-after coins in the United States, can be worth up to $744,000 today? Yes, almost $750,000 for a coin that once bought a loaf of bread. And the truth is, millions of Americans walk past these treasures every single day, unaware of the fortune they might be holding. But before we dive into the secret world of this extraordinary penny, let me ask you, have you ever wondered how ordinary coins become once-in-a-lifetime fortunes? The 1955 wheat penny isn't just rare, it's legendary. Its story begins in the bustling mints of mid-century America, a time when craftsmanship mattered and coins were struck with precision. But here's the twist: among the millions minted, only a handful were produced with the mint mark that collectors now crave. And those who discover one today don't just hold a piece of copper, they hold a key to unimaginable wealth. Picture the excitement of uncovering a coin that instantly elevates you into an elite circle of collectors, investors, and enthusiasts. It's not just a coin, it's a ticket to a lifestyle many dream of but few achieve. Here's where things get intense. The 1955 wheat penny isn't just rare, it's in high demand, and the market is hotter than ever. Serious collectors are willing to pay hundreds of thousands to secure one, and the longer you wait, the steeper the climb in value. Imagine sitting on a coin like this without knowing its true worth. Every day that passes could be millions slipping through your fingers. And just to reset your mind for a second, did you know some people have sold coins for more than the price of a luxury home, simply because they recognized its rarity in time? This isn't speculation, it's history repeating itself, right now, while you watch. But the question remains, how do you know if the coin in your drawer is the coin? Stick around, because the answer is not what most people expect. So how do you turn a 1955 wheat penny from a piece of copper into a life-changing asset? The first step is awareness, recognizing the mint mark, the condition, the story behind it. Then comes action. Sellers and collectors in the know don't wait for opportunity, they create it. And the good news? The market has never been more favorable for those ready to capitalize. But here's the kicker: not all coins are created equal. Some are worth tens of thousands, some hundreds of thousands, and the elite few, those pristine, perfectly minted specimens, can reach astonishing heights, like the current market valuation of $744,000. And here's the cliffhanger: what if I told you there's a way to know, with near certainty, whether your coin is one of those elite specimens before ever stepping into a dealer's office? That secret could be the difference between walking away with pocket change or a fortune that changes your life. The 1955 wheat penny isn't just a coin. It's a symbol of opportunity, a rare window into wealth and history that few ever get to experience. But opportunities like this don't wait. They vanish into private collections, locked vaults, and hands that understand their true value. If you own one, if you've seen one, or even if you suspect you might have stumbled upon this hidden treasure, the time to act is now. Because in the world of rare coins, hesitation costs millions. Remember, fortunes are not built by those who wait. They're claimed by those who recognize value when it whispers to them. So, are you ready to discover the secret that could make a simple penny your gateway to a millionaire lifestyle? Imagine holding a piece of history in the palm of your hand, something so rare, so extraordinary, that it could instantly transform your financial world. Now, imagine it's no ordinary coin. It's a 1955 no-mint mark Wheat Penny, a coin so elusive, so sought after by collectors, that its current market value has reached an astonishing $743,000. Yes, you heard that right, $743,000. But before you start searching your couch cushions, let me warn you, not every penny is a hidden fortune. And the difference between a worthless coin and a life-changing treasure could be as simple as a tiny mark, or the complete absence of one. But why is this 1955 Wheat Penny so extraordinary? Why are collectors across the nation fighting tooth and nail to get their hands on one? And more importantly, how could a simple coin from your childhood piggy bank make you part of an exclusive circle of millionaires? Stick with me, because what I'm about to reveal could change the way you look at every coin in your possession. Here's the secret. The 1955 no-mint mark Wheat Penny is not just rare, it's a phenomenon. Minted during a time when America was in the throes of post-war prosperity, this coin represents a perfect storm of scarcity, history, and intrigue. Its missing mint mark, the small detail that sets it apart, creates a sense of mystery that collectors find irresistible. In a world where supply is limited and demand is sky-high, this tiny anomaly has created a frenzy. People are willing to pay astronomical sums because owning one is like holding a piece of America's past, and a ticket to financial prestige. Now, you might be thinking, but I've seen pennies from the 1950s everywhere. How do I know mine is the real deal? Excellent question. And here's where the story takes a thrilling turn. Not every 1955 penny without a mint mark is valuable. Some are common, some are damaged, and some simply aren't authentic treasures. But the moment you identify the genuine article, the one with pristine condition, perfect edges, and that mysterious absence of a mint mark, you step into a league few ever enter. Imagine the excitement of holding it, the adrenaline as collectors and investors compete for your coin, the sheer joy knowing you possess something that could reshape your life. And here's a little secret that most experts won't tell you: coins like these are disappearing fast. The older they get, the fewer pristine examples remain, and the more fervent the collectors become. This isn't just about nostalgia, it's about opportunity. Opportunity that knocks quietly but insists, urgently, that you answer. Let's take a moment to pause and consider the stakes. This isn't just a story about coins, it's a story about legacy, wealth, and timing. Imagine sitting at a dinner table years from now, casually mentioning that you owned a 1955 no-mint mark Wheat Penny, and watching the eyes of your guests widen with disbelief. You didn't just stumble upon a rare coin, you navigated the currents of history, scarcity, and desire to claim a tangible, undeniable asset. But here's the cliffhanger: every moment you wait, every day you hesitate, someone else is claiming the treasures that could have been yours. The 1955 no-mint mark Wheat Penny is not just highly sought after, it's in incredibly short supply. Collectors, investors, and enthusiasts across the country are constantly hunting, bidding, and trading, and the price? It keeps climbing. That $743,000 valuation is not static, it's moving, and those who hesitate risk losing their chance entirely. So, what should you do if you suspect you have this coin tucked away in a drawer, a box, or a jar? The first step is to authenticate it. A certified expert can verify its condition, rarity, and market value. Once confirmed, the door opens to a world where a single coin could redefine your lifestyle, your opportunities, and your wealth. And remember, this isn't just a transaction, it's a story, a piece of history, and a bridge to the affluent lifestyle you've always dreamed of. The truth is, opportunities like this are fleeting. The 1955 no-mint mark Wheat Penny isn't just a coin, it's a key to a world most people only imagine. And the next person who discovers one? They could be living the life you've always wanted, all because they recognized value when it was right in front of them. Will that person be you? The clock is ticking, and history waits for no one. Imagine holding in your hand a tiny piece of history, a coin minted in 1957 at the Denver Mint, its copper surface gleaming softly under the light. You might think it's just a penny, something you toss in a jar or your pocket, but this isn't just any penny. This is a 1957 Wheat Penny, a rare gem that collectors across the nation are willing to pay nearly $1 million for. Yes, you heard that right, $999,000. Now, pause for a moment. Could the penny sitting in your drawer, hidden for decades, be worth more than your car, your vacation, or even your retirement savings? The thought alone is thrilling, isn't it? And if you're ready to discover how one coin could change your life forever, you'll want to stay with me until the very end. Now, I know what you're thinking. A penny worth nearly $1 million? That sounds like a fairy tale. But here's the thing, this is no fantasy. Every year, savvy collectors scour estate sales, old coin jars, and forgotten drawers for coins like this. And the 1957 Wheat Penny stands out, not just for its rarity, but for its historical significance. But before we dive into why it's so valuable, let me ask you this. Have you ever held something small and ordinary, only to discover it hides unimaginable wealth? It's a strange kind of excitement, isn't it? Almost like opening a treasure chest and realizing it's full of gold. So why is this penny in such high demand? Let's take a closer look. The 1957 Wheat Penny is one of the last years of the iconic wheat design, and the Denver Mint produced a limited number of them compared to other years. Its survival rate is shockingly low, and coins that have maintained excellent condition over 60 years are practically priceless. Think about it, millions of these pennies circulated, yet only a select few survived in near-perfect state. And those who own them? They are the gatekeepers of extraordinary wealth, holding in their hands an asset that grows rarer and more valuable every year. Now, I don't want you to nod off thinking this is just a history lesson, because it's not. Here's a question for you. What would you do if you discovered a 1957 penny tucked behind an old photo in your attic? Sell it immediately? Hold it? Or keep it as your secret key to unimaginable financial freedom? Exciting, isn't it? And let's be honest, there's a thrill in the chase. The knowledge that collectors will fight fiercely for a coin like this. Imagine the adrenaline of knowing your coin could be the centerpiece of someone's collection, or the jackpot that funds your dream lifestyle. And here's where most people make a mistake. They overlook the signs. They assume it's just another old penny. But the truth is, in the world of rare coins, those who recognize value first are the ones who win the game. Your 1957 Wheat Penny isn't just copper, it's a golden ticket in disguise. And here's a secret most people don't realize: coins like this don't just sit on shelves. They are aggressively sought after by investors, collectors, and museums. Every day that passes without realizing its true value is an opportunity lost. And speaking of lost opportunities, you might be shocked to learn about a recent auction where a coin like this sold for nearly $1 million. Yes, in cash. If you blink, you might miss the next chance. Now, here's the moment you've been waiting for. Imagine turning that penny into a life-changing sum. Picture walking into an auction, knowing the coin in your hand is worth hundreds of thousands, even approaching $1 million. That sense of certainty, the power of holding something so rare, it's intoxicating. And this isn't hypothetical. People just like you have done it. They discovered, recognized, and acted, transforming an ordinary object into extraordinary wealth. But here's the real kicker: opportunities like this are fleeting. The market for rare coins is hotter than ever. Collectors are hunting aggressively, prices are climbing, and the moment to act is now. And here's the question you need to ask yourself: will you let a fortune slip through your fingers? Or will you seize it and claim your place among those who know the true value of history? The 1957 Wheat Penny is more than a coin. it's a symbol of opportunity, timing, and the thrill of discovering something extraordinary in the ordinary. So, if you've ever doubted that one small object could change your life, let this be your wake-up call. That coin in your drawer could be your ticket to a lifestyle others only dream about. And if you hold it, cherish it, and act wisely, you're not just holding a penny, you're holding the power to transform your future. Stay alert, stay curious, and remember, in the world of rare coins, fortune favors the bold. If you want, I can also enhance this script with precise timing cues, suggested visuals, B-roll, and audio triggers to make it fully production ready for a 10-minute faceless YouTube video that keeps viewers glued to the screen. This can include pattern interrupts and cliffhangers visually emphasized. Imagine holding a piece of American history in the palm of your hand, so rare, so coveted, that it could change the course of your financial future. The 1958 Mint Mark Wheat Penny isn't just a coin. It's a symbol of opportunity, of wealth waiting to be discovered in the quiet corners of your home. Today, these pennies, once tucked away in jars or drawers, are commanding staggering prices, currently valued at $523,000. Yes, $500,000 for a coin that, decades ago, was considered everyday pocket change. But what makes this tiny piece of copper so extraordinary? That's what we're about to uncover. And I promise, by the end of this video, you'll never look at your spare change the same way again. Now, before we dive in, let me ask you, have you ever walked past a seemingly ordinary coin and wondered if it could be the ticket to your next fortune? Or laughed at the idea that a little penny could hold the power to transform a lifestyle? Well, hold on to your seats, because what I'm about to reveal may just blow your mind. The 1958 Wheat Penny isn't just rare, it's a masterpiece of history and scarcity. Minted in Denver, its distinguishing D mark is the subtle signature of rarity. But here's where it gets fascinating. What separates a penny worth a few cents from one worth $500,000 isn't just the date or the mint mark. Its condition, its provenance, it's the invisible story that whispers wealth to those who know how to listen. And let's be honest, most people will never even notice this coin in a jar. They'll pass it by, tossing it into a collection of ordinary coins, never realizing that right there, in their own home, lies a fortune. This is where the thrill comes in, because if you are one of the few who recognizes its value, the doors to a new world of wealth swing wide open. Here's a little secret the collectors won't tell you outright. These coins are disappearing fast. As more enthusiasts and investors hunt for rare pennies, the market value isn't just stable, it's climbing. And that means hesitation is expensive. Literally. Every moment you wait, someone else is scooping up what could have been yours. But don't worry, I'm going to show you exactly why this coin is in such high demand and what makes it irresistible to collectors willing to pay hundreds of thousands of dollars. Now, pause for a second. Picture this, a coin, smaller than your thumbnail, sitting quietly in a drawer. Could it really hold the power to make you a millionaire? I know, it sounds absurd. But stick with me, because by the end of this video, you'll see why this is not only possible, but likely, if you act wisely. So why are collectors chasing the 1958 Wheat Penny with such intensity? It's about scarcity, history, and prestige. This penny tells a story of a bygone era, a time when every coin carried weight, not just in value, but in significance. Today, owning one isn't just about money. It's about status, about being part of an exclusive circle who recognizes value where the masses see none. Imagine listing one of these coins and watching the offers pour in. Imagine the thrill of knowing that a coin you may have overlooked is worth more than a luxury car, more than a dream vacation, more than you ever expected. The market is ready, the buyers are waiting, and the window of opportunity is narrow. For those who understand, this is a moment of empowerment, an invitation to transform what you already have into extraordinary wealth. But here's the cliffhanger. The story doesn't end with just knowing the value. There's a method, a strategy, a way to ensure your coin is recognized for its true worth. And that strategy is what separates the amateur from the elite collector, the person who simply owns coins from the person who leverages them into life-changing wealth. So ask yourself, is your penny just change? Or is it your next fortune? The answer might surprise you. And in the next few moments, We'll reveal exactly how you can uncover, preserve, and even sell a 1958 Wheat Penny in a way that maximizes its full potential. Because in the world of rare coins, hesitation doesn't just cost time, it costs opportunity. This script naturally flows across all three acts, keeps viewers engaged with emotional triggers, pattern interrupts, and cliffhangers, and positions the 1958 Wheat Penny as a high-demand, life-changing asset. It's designed to hold attention for the full 10-minute runtime with room for B-roll, visuals, and text overlays. If you want, I can expand this into a fully timed 10-minute narration with built-in pauses, pacing, and suggested visual cues to make it ready for a faceless video production. That version would ensure the story hits every emotional beat perfectly.